Time.
Yeah.
You know, it was a journey before that even happened.
Do you remember like those very first moments of writing? Like for me, when I think about really the beginning of my because I'm even before I started really even recording music, I got really a strong just connection with just writing in general. You know, I started writing short stories a little bit and
definitely.
started writing raps. And I remember it was a time where I didn't, maybe I was probably like around sixth, seventh grade. And I'm trying to decide, okay, do I want to be writing raps or do I want to write short stories? And I had this thing where it felt like the raps was so harder to write because I had to get the words to rhyme. Like it used to feel like that was the difficulty. Like I can figure out something to write, but I got to get these words to rhyme, it's just making it more difficult. And I think what ended up actually making me be more drawn to writing music was that challenge of figuring out, how do I get the words to rhyme? Like how do I get this vision that I got in my head to not only go into the paper, but go into the paper and have like a cadence and have a rhythm to it. And so I started just, in school, I just had notebooks. I'm filling up the notebooks with raps and getting the dictionary out of the library at school and running through the dictionary and looking at the dictionary. I remember, having my mom got a computer for the first time and going to azlyrics.com and looking at other people's rap lyrics and printing out their rap lyrics in my folder. And I'm like studying their lyrics more than I'm studying shit in school.
No,
and
for real.
I started to get that feeling of like, okay, I really feel an enjoyment just expressing myself like this, and so as I slowly kept doing that, and then I started to meet other people who, was freestyling, or other people who was writing music and writing raps. And, for me, from like sixth grade to maybe probably like ninth, 10th grade, we had a little computer at the crib and little microphone on there, and I used sound recorder or some shit like that. And my OG bought me, like, trying to, help out, bought me like a tape cassette thing where you could record your voice and have a beat in the background or whatever, all real bad, low quality stuff. So that wasn't necessarily my really introduction into recording music. But for me, what it really did was just motivated me to enjoy writing music more and inspired me to want to write music more. So it was probably from like sixth grade to 10th grade, it was just all a writing journey, no recording process. Do you remember the first time when you started getting into the studio? Like, what was it like when you made that transition from just strictly writing music and being a writing artist to having some experience with recording?
With me, like, I can be like very introverted. You know what I'm saying? I can have 0 words for you.
Okay.
I can have 10, I can have 100, I can have 1,000.
Okay.
You feel me? So far as when it comes to me writing, I kept it to myself.
Okay.
For a little second.
Okay.
And then I remember my brother's dad getting out of prison, and he had a like kind of a studio set up.
Okay.
And then I went to his crib and recorded 2 songs. They was on cassette tape. I recorded on the Doggy's Angels beat, and it was another beat. And I used to walk around with that motherfucker in my pocket, And that was like the early introduction of like trying to record. But I knew I wanted to rap, but I didn't have no rap name. I ain't know my sound or none of that. So I would go to him and I would record, and then I would listen to that, and then I end up crossing paths with Suede.
Okay.
And from there it was just up, because like I knew who he was.
Okay.
But I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't on the scene yet. And I went to him, and then back then he was doing 4 songs for 200.
Okay.
At the nail shop on West State, West State and Avon.
Okay.
And he was in the back of the nail shop doing 4 songs for 200. This is with the recording and the beat.
Okay.
And I went there, recorded them 4 songs with him, sat on them for a little bit, bumped into somebody else like a year later, probably his name was D-Mac.
Okay.
And he was making beats. They had a studio on Horseman.
Okay.
By Taco Bell.
Okay.
Like Horseman Arbor.
Okay.
And I went there, and then I sat on those 4 songs, and then it just so happened I went there looking for Suede.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they were so cool. They had just let me be in there and shit. Like, I ain't know none of them niggas.
You just was there.
I was just there and shit. They let me be in there and shit.
Yeah.
And it just so happened, are you rap? I'm like, yeah, get down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got some of this? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I did that and ended up dropping my first tape. I was in my last year of high school. It was like summer of 04.
Okay.
Before the summer of 04.
Okay.
It was called I Kid You Not. I had like 9 or 10 songs, and I had the 4 that Sway did for me, and then I had some production from D-Mac,
Okay.
and there's a couple other people, and that was my introduction really to having a project and actually putting it out in the streets. And my pitch used to be, because I used to have my album for $5.
Yeah.
And my pitch used to be, if you don't like this, then I'll give you your money back.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
used to be
That's a good pitch.
That was
That's
my
a good
pitch. If you don't like this, I'll
Yeah.
give you your money back, and you can keep it.
Yeah.
And you can keep it. Nobody run the
5
Yeah,
back.
nobody bring it back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, it's up. So that was really like my introduction to getting out here and putting music out.
And I think like 2 things.
Breaking down design, they got a purple tint to me. And the 815 every night a murder mystery. Tossing, turning in your sleep, it's hard to get relief. No time to speak, so keep it brief. My mission incomplete.
I still can't believe your ass gone. Somehow I can't honor that. Damn, I miss you, Black Tone. All I knew was Fond du Lac. Damn, I used to have songs about me wanting round it back. Now bullets flying over niggas' heads as if they John Morant.